Okay, so Frank's kindly come down from Stonemarket, who are supplying our stone for the patio and the path projects. And I thought it'd be really handy to kind of run through all the different types of stone that you can use on a patio, and kind of the concrete options as well. But we're going to look at the natural stone and kind of Joe's preferences on why we came to it, I guess. You were the picky one.
Well, I just thought that it would be nice to have a similar gradient of colours within our stone and patio, and that was one of the key factors when looking for it. And then the other factor was how it felt on my hands or on my feet. I didn't want anything too rough. I wanted it to be quite tactile.
With the kids' feet as well, I guess, in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned about having a concrete product, and obviously that's a tough. A coarse finish on the face, which is a shot blasted stone. That's our Rio shell, but that's a very coarse.
Grippy, I guess.
It is, yes. So that's just an option, and then we do have our again, which is our Rio range, which is the smooth. So it's a black smooth.
Yeah,
it's a concrete product using natural aggregates in there that are ground.
That's what you wanted. I think that was.
It feels nice, but we were worried, weren't we, about maybe being too.
Yeah, and it wouldn't, go in with the colours that you're looking at as well. The selection.
And being on this side of the house, it doesn't get sun or winter, so I think it would potentially get slippy. But anyway, so that's why we.
And then we mentioned about stones and mentioned about sedimentary stones, and these are the colours. This is our avant-garde range, and we've got a couple of options here. We've got our imperial range, and then we've got the silver. They are textured. They've got a. This is our avant-garde. Again, this is our caramel.
That's lovely.
It's a sedimentary stones. It's a very dense product. And I know you said you wanted something to blend within the property, which is a limestone. And the option was then to look at the limestone range. We got our Raven range in the vintage stone. Which is slightly coarser, again with the tumbled edges on it, and I think the colour that you decided on because of the style of the house and the finish was actually the vintage limestone, with its tumbled effect on the.
It feels really smooth, but yet it's got quite a natural curve and
still got some texture to it.
So it is as you say, it's tumbled to give it that smooth finish underfoot.
I think what we liked is like old flagstones in a pub or something, you kind of have that nice sort of worn. And we're not going to wait 100 years, so I guess that fast tracks.
No, indeed. And as you were saying about the varying colours in our factories, we actually choose from a swatch to get a blend of colours, so to make sure they're within the range. So exactly, so you've got a more of a consistent colour on them. So
and I guess when we open the packs, are we best kind of mixing the palettes as well before we lay as well, just to make sure?
Indeed, yes. We do recommend to mix of any out of 3 packs of any paving, of any flag. It does recommend to do that. You get a variance of colour then. The other thing we'd recommend to do as well is which we'll talk about later, is to dry lay your patio out to make sure you're happy with the blends. Don't take them straight from the pack and lay it down. It's to lay it down, and you can mix and match and change them as you see fit. But like I said, we'll come on to that in a bit.
Patio, we've gone for a patio pack, rather than kind of a fixed size of stone. So I guess we can follow patterns.
Yes, we do have a pattern to follow. In the back of the brochure, we've got recommended laying patterns on there, and obviously choosing a random mix as opposed to choosing a regimental straight selection. Exactly, there you go. You've got the vintage stone paving, so you've got various designs to choose from.
So I think, like Frank said, we'll dry lay everything on the patio, on the sub base here, make sure we're really happy with where it's going to be, minimise the wastage, so kind of work out where our cuts are going to be, and then we'll stick it all on the lawn, and I guess that will make us lay it quicker so we don't kill the grass.
Exactly.
Great, okay, so that's kind of how we came to get to the limestone. But I guess you've got the whole range, haven't you?
We've got a selection.
More modern.
Absolutely, from concrete products right through to some slate, to marbles. We've got various marbles in here and granites as well. We've got some natural granite. And the product that you were looking for, particularly for the blend of house, I think it suits the selection that you've chosen actually.
Great. The one that we've gone for is tumbled.
Yep.
Which is just against other stones, is that right?
It is, yes. The way they actually get the smooth, the rough, because otherwise you'd have a rough cut edge on there. And to get that, they put them into a large vat of stone, and obviously that's what's gently tumbled around on those, and it just takes off the rough edges on them.
And the corners and the edges.
Yeah,
It's amazing the difference you feel when you have it before and then after. It's fantastic.
So to get the finish, I mean, we've got a couple of others. We've got a limestone again, which is our new one this year, which is an Amira Tala sand, and again it's gone through the similar process to get the smooth finishes on there.
And all these are going to come as kind of set thickness for laying? Yes,
they will be. The actual vintage will be around about 22 mil, and it'll all be in a consistent finish on the actual flag as well.
So it's going to be easier for us to
indeed,
to lay as well. Okay, so that is how we came to pick our limestone, and kind of we whittled our way through the range, and I've touched on in another video how we kind of wanted to make sure we had a consistent colour through the patio and also have that smooth finish, so that's how we got to that. Okay, so we're going to shoot a couple more videos with Frank whilst he's down here, talking about how we're actually going to lay the patio, any tips he's got for the kind of preparation. We've done some here, but the path is going to be a from scratch type project. So I'm going to talk through all that, and hopefully that's going to help some people out with their own projects. So thanks again.
Excellent.
And remember, if you can, do it yourself.